Hi, this is Melanie, Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a film review of the Malayalam film Irul, which came out on Netflix this week, starring Fahadh Faasil. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do film reviews and trailer reactions of Indian cinema. Fahadh Faasil and Soubin Shahir are two of my favorite actors in all of Indian cinema, not just Malayalam cinema. So I was really excited to see them playing off each other again in a new film. And this one has such a limited cast. I'm imagining that partly this came to be because essentially, as I was thinking back, I think there was only really the three main actors. So besides Fahadh and Soubin, you have Darshana Rajendran playing Archana, who is Soubin's girlfriend in the movie. And then there's one like really quick scene of a fan of Soubin's character who is a writer. So he had written a thriller called Irul, Darkness, about a serial killer. And so there's a guy in a bookstore. But that, as I was thinking about, like, that's it. There's no other characters. It's one of those three people on a dark and stormy night in a house, the lights go out, kind of who's the bad guy, thriller. This is a directorial debut of Naseef Yusuf Izuddin, and then the script was written by Sunil Yadav. And I did watch Bardwatch Rangan's spoiler-free review of this film, and he was a little disappointed, and I have to say that I kind of agree. He didn't reveal any of the plot or some of the key things, so I don't want to either. I think it's still worth watching just because it's these actors performing together, right? And it's under 2 hours, or it's actually only an hour and a half. But I will tell you that I was a little bit disappointed just because, as Bardwatch says, they're trying to subvert your expectations of a traditional serial killer kind of thriller. And I don't know if that completely worked. And I was especially a little bit dissatisfied because I thought I knew what happened. And then there was sort of this epilogue. And I'm like, what? So it's still kind of left, for me at least, up in the air. And I kind of wanted to really know who the villain was, and it did not completely make sense. There were some good jump scares, and Soubin was really good at, reacting in his big way, and Fahadh was having fun. Fahadh was having fun kind of chewing the scenery a little bit. Darshana was in the recent See You Soon, but again, that one was all filmed with iPhone, so she wasn't necessarily in scenes with Fahadh. It was like people were on the phone with each other. Sometimes women in thrillers are just there to scream. And I will say that she had agency. She was smart, and she wasn't, sometimes they're too stupid to live. And so I will credit the writers with writing her as someone who, while she maybe had been gullible, then she was, she was still smart and figuring things out and taking actions. I'm just trying to be as vague as I can. Okay, so this is, Irul is not a horrible film. It's just kind of average. And like I said, my expectations when you have Fahadh in a film are like this. But I appreciate that he was doing something offbeat, and Soubin too, and doing something, again, with probably a limited cast, which is safer to do in COVID times, and giving a new director a chance on a new film. So I always admire that. Big stars giving young directors their first chance. So worth watching, especially because it's already on Netflix, so I'm sure you already have the subscription to that. And it's an hour and a half. So I'd love to know, if you have seen it, what your thoughts are in the comments below. Maybe mark it if you have any spoilers to not give things away. A little bit disappointed of the two Fahadh films that have come out this week. Joji on Amazon Prime is the one that I would recommend over this one. So follow me on Twitter at PardeziYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe here, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.